Did you know there are signs, actual clues, that suggest that your neuropathy can get better? We've worked with thousands of clients across the country, and we've noticed that the people who get better have these 6 signs in common almost universally.
So if you're feeling discouraged or overwhelmed by the numbness, burning, tingling, or pain from neuropathy, this video might be the encouragement that you need. Because if you recognize just a few of these signs in yourself, you are not hopeless. You are not stuck. You are not out of answers. Let's dive in.
Here's the first sign. It didn't start with surgery or physical trauma. One of the biggest indicators that your neuropathy is actually reversible, that you can beat this thing, is that it didn't start after surgery and it didn't start after some sort of physical trauma, like a car accident or fall. So here's what we mean by that. If you had some sort of low back surgery, a hip surgery, a knee surgery, an ankle surgery, maybe it was a car accident, maybe it was a fall, and then you notice that those nerve symptoms started within 1 week, few days, a couple weeks after that trauma, after that surgery, that's much more likely to be a physical trauma to that nerve, and that's much more difficult to actually repair and reverse. So if your neuropathy didn't start because of that, and it came on more gradually, that's really a good sign for you. Because when your nerves are physically severed or damaged or crushed, then healing becomes much more difficult and sometimes even impossible. But if your symptoms came on gradually without a specific surgery or injury that actually traumatized the nerve, then it's much more likely that the cause of your neuropathy is systemic in nature. We're talking things like circulation issues, things like inflammation, things like stenosis. And that's very good news because systemic causes of neuropathy can absolutely be addressed.
Sign number 2, you reject the idea that you just have to live with it. We have said this before, neuropathy is not a life sentence unless you decide that it is. If you've been told by a doctor, a family member, a neighbor, that you just have to live with this, that this is permanent, and something inside you does not accept this, this is a powerful sign. Because here's the truth. Most people telling you that it's permanent and you have to live with it, they don't actually treat neuropathy. It's like asking your electrician to fix your plumbing. They may both work in your house, but they do not do the same thing. We have seen thousands of people improve their symptoms, and they were given the same misinformation that you've been. And what they all had in common was this: they refused to settle. They kept looking for answers, and they found them. Sign number 3. You know, creams and neuropathy pills and gadgets are not the answer. Let's be real. If you've already tried the creams, the foot massagers, the red light slippers, the too good to be true nerve pills, you already know the truth. Temporary relief is not the same as actual healing. Neuropathy is a complex condition. It involves inflammation, circulation, nerve conduction, blood sugar, vitamin deficiencies. It's not going to be solved by a bottle or 5 bottles of a cream or a $50 gadget. If you're past the stage of chasing gimmicks and you're ready to do what actually works, you're ahead of the curve. Most people never make it past this stage. If you like this kind of encouragement and education, then go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel so that we can continue to give you encouragement and education on neuropathy.
Sign number 4. You're willing to commit to the process of treating neuropathy. Here's the deal. There's no quick fix for neuropathy, but there is a process. And when someone follows that process consistently, then they can beat neuropathy. We've seen it happen confidently and predictably thousands of times. But what does that process look like? It involves equipment to stimulate circulation and retrain the nerves from the outside in. It involves supplements to help heal and repair the nerves from the inside out. It involves an education. You have to know what you should not be doing. You have to know what's good for your neuropathy, what's bad for your neuropathy. It's not just as simple as taking the right supplements or using the right gadget, using the right piece of equipment. It's more than that. You may not like this, but it involves some lifestyle change, almost always, because more than likely, lifestyle choices actually played a role in developing of your neuropathy. And so it's going to require you to make some lifestyle changes to actually reverse this thing and retain your results, to get lasting results. The people who improve are the ones who embrace this process. not halfway, not when it's convenient. Fully embrace this process. And if that sounds like you, then you're one of the few who has what it takes to actually reverse this and get your life back. Sign number 5, you're not waiting for Medicare or insurance to save you. This one's important, guys, and we say it with all the love in the world. If you're waiting for Medicare or your insurance company to approve effective neuropathy treatment, you're going to be waiting for a very, very long time. Do you understand? Insurance covers injections, medications, surgery, and physical therapy, and none of those solve neuropathy. They don't cover the equipment, they don't cover the supplements, and they don't cover the doctors who specialize in this. And that includes neurologists, because for those of you watching who've been to a neurologist, what was your treatment? That's right, there wasn't any treatment. That's why so many doctors tell you that there's nothing you can do, because their toolbox is empty. So if you understand that this is on you, that your health and your quality of life are your responsibility, then you have already crossed a major threshold. This is one of the greatest signs that you're ready to win and genuinely beat neuropathy.
Sign number 6. You are still hopeful. This is still a priority to you. Neuropathy steals your confidence, your mobility, your independence. But the people who beat it are the ones who refuse to allow it to steal their hope. You have to really care about this. You have to want your life back more than we want it for you. You have to believe that you still have good years in front of you. Whether your motivation is playing with your grandkids, taking a walk with your spouse, traveling, or maybe just feeling normal again, you have to have a why. Why do I want this? That spark, that hope, that's what motivates people to keep pushing forward, to keep getting better, to keep looking for answers. If you still have that, don't let go of it. So if you recognized yourself in any of these signs, if this message hits home, there's something that you can do. We work personally with a limited number of clients through our premium coaching program to help those clients beat neuropathy from the comfort of their own home. If you're ready to take the next steps, there's a link in our description where you can apply.
You're not alone in this, and your story isn't finished. So if you're still searching, still learning, still hopeful, then you're already far ahead of where most people get stuck. If you found this helpful, please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel. We're relatively new with this, but we're going to continue to bring you the truth about neuropathy and hopefully help you get your life back. And if you missed our last video, Dr. Irven talks about how neuropathy starts quietly. She went over some of the early warning signs. It ties directly into what we just talked about today. You can go check that out here, and we'll see you next time.